Penin be company sem. Ofrabeto nansesem. Nya Kenya wunyaminsem. And our shadows would find their places on the walls. I am a child of the sky planted in the wombs of the earth. I'm a bundle of eternal power, handed down many wells of wisdom from which monarchs have drunk and handed down to generations yet to enter the thoughts of time. And I am a lonely dreamer, traveling to distant homes to nurse my germinating journeys and to seed my adventures as fruit from my daring. I am a jubilating fruit swinging the visible joys of a breezy day. I remain the hefty tongue of conscience, housing the cheeks of time, awaiting the next eternity to speak light to this chaos of the world. And so this manly dark dance lacks rhythm and color without my drum and songs. From Asaase, or Mama Kwenje Biwafase, I am the writer king who sips communion wine from the calabash. I'm not here to pour libation. This is simply a communion of ourselves. And so, let the drums roll themselves out till their skins wear. Let the rivers rush to and fro in search for what is beneath their bottoms that they cannot touch. Let the winds breeze through and renew the gossips of yesterday. Flutes always remain to tell multitones of truth. It does not belong to the warriors on the front lines. It does not belong to Chidom. It does not belong to the king who even sits on the throne. Uneasy is his head that carries the crown. Uneasy his bottom that sits on the throne. Yet flute belongs to mother. The flute belongs to Abrewetia. The flute belongs to Nana Brewetia. Flute belongs to the creator in the beginning who created mother, woman, earth, tomb, such that we spring forth after all our lives is spent in this long, short sojourn. We go back home to rest. Yet, that is not the concern of this conversation. If I took that up, it would outlast this undertaking. Writer king who sips communion wine from the calabash. I have a simple assignment. Ivy,
Nana,
someone to duty.
Okay.
Good morning, Ivy. How are you?
I'm good.
It's a pleasure to have you in my living room this morning.
So he comes on my show and he invites me on the show. Well, you're welcome to Showbiz on the AM show. And this is how I loved starting today's Showbiz. Nana?
Yes.
Well, welcome back to stage.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, you've stayed away from stage for a while.
It's been a while.
Why?
It's very important. I call it the Jesus principle. So good morning, everybody. You realize that our Lord Jesus Christ, while he was here, would preach, heal, teach, all of that. Then at a point, he takes a couple of his disciples, receives.
And hibernates.
And out of them, he takes an extra 3. Mm-hmm. And out of the 3, he goes into a place alone. You always need to revamp, you always need to refuel, and then you come back stronger.
Mm. Was that to say that you are depleted, words were depleting?
Not exactly. You know, we always draw from a bottomless well. Mm-hmm. But it's important that after you have put so much out there, you take a step back. You review what you have done, re-strategize, and come back with fresh things, fresh ideas. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder. And so we're here. You are welcoming me because obviously you have missed something. Oh, someone is watching because they have missed something. I'm also back because I missed something. So 3 ways. It's good for everybody.
And congratulations on your Emmy nomination.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Well, how did you receive this news?
I was so happy because, you know, just before that, we won the Best Performance Poet for the Maiden Entertainment Achievement Awards organized by City TV. Mm-hmm. And then the Emmys come in. It's just to tell us that we've been doing something good. Okay. And so I tell them I'll gladly quit 9 years ago, over and over again, not knowing where I'm going, but at least things like this let me know that I am up to something good. And consistency will definitely pay off and produce the results we're looking for.
Achievement or hurdle ahead of you with this nomination?
You see, I feel the pressure is increased to do more because you are known for a mark. You cannot go lower. So it's not getting there that is hard, it's keeping it and probably going higher. Okay. That is the kind of pressure that makes people like Usain Bolt get out of the game early and others. But you see, we're very young. And the space we have entered has a lot more room ahead for everybody, especially for young people like us to carry our heritage, our culture, so forward. So there's a long stretch ahead with a lot more to come, hurdles to be overcome. The thing is, once you win a battle, you earn an extra medal. And so whichever challenge is coming, I guess we are ready.
It becomes heavier on your chest.
I tell you.
Okay. Now, I just want a clear distinction between this spoken word and poetry. Is there any difference?
Let me not be academic, But
Don't be.
I won't be.
Be as easy and simple as
Thank you very
anybody like me I can understand.
Okay. So when you write something, what is it?
I'm writing.
Written
Yes.
word.
Yes.
So you memorize it
Yes.
and you speak it out. What does it become? Spoken.
Spoken word.
That is very basic for anybody to understand. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. So the difference between spoken and the written is simply that mostly the spoken emanates from the written or the thoughts spoken.
Okay.
Let us leave it there.
Okay.
When we're talking about the art form,
Okay.
then somebody wants to differentiate between spoken word and poetry. Sometimes it's called spoken word poetry.
Okay.
Because as an art form, it typically emanates from the spontaneous.
Okay.
It deals with elements like the punchlines, the rhythms, and all those kind of things. Most of the time, it's very spontaneous. And it's, in a lot of ways, rooted in this black movement that started in the States. All these black students writing poetry as it came because they couldn't do all the similes and metaphor, all that rigorous, grammar, poetic arithmetic. And so in having group review, then they would put their poetry to shape. But it was just put it out there as your energies would have you. So you realize that when you pay attention to a lot of these black American poets especially, or these foreign poets especially, speak with a lot of emotion, speak with a lot of power. Some of them are even sermons put into such a manner. Because it's put to rhythm, it stays with you, because music is the only thing proven scientifically to get into your subconscious without your permission. So that was African poetry. Now, liken it to our linguists.
Yes.
Given appellations. You might not have thought about it that way. Look at it.
Yes.
Spoken word poetry.
Okay. Well, that was a medication that I love it. Okay. So, confluence.
Confluence.
Yeah.
Confluence.
This is number
5.
5. Grace.
So, Confluence is the 5th in the Mental Picture series.
Okay.
The Mental Picture series was started in 2012.
2012.
And as you said, we took a little break. We're back. Confluence is a night of literary readings and performances set to celebrate women, Mother Africa, the resilience of our people in the face of COVID as embodied in the strengths of the African woman. So it's a multi-art, event, poetry, drum music. We're playing the flutes. We have a visual artist, Esther Kaki Caesar, doing an art exhibition. And my partner and manager, Sally Tope, she's a Ghanaian international fashion designer. There's a fashion show right there.
Yeah, I was talking to her. I was very impressed about all the things we were saying.
Fantastic things going on.
Yeah.
This is the first year beyond return. What are our people returning to? They should return to African art. People are asking for where can I go on a Friday night to sit and enjoy poetry, folk music. The Legon Pamoin band is on. Hashmula is performing.
Okay.
So it's actually a night to just, celebrate the arts and just...
Are you selling palm wine there?
A lot of palm wine.
Makafui, he's selling palm wine. Yeah. Newton, there will be palm wine. Yeah. These are two people I know. I share a lot of calabashes with.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, so has it always been like this from 2012?
From 2012, Confluence has had different themes that we have worked with.
Okay.
We chose to celebrate women because we realized this. Women have the tendency, look at what pregnancy takes for 9 months. What happens eventually? They deliver. They have the patience to see things through. I think Africa has gone through that process, and gradually we're getting back on our feet.
Okay.
Not only with COVID, post-COVID, every other bit of our lives is really coming back, and we feel at least a cause for celebration, these little steps that we have tried.
Women are being celebrated a lot nowadays by people and by, even people around the globe.
We've not done it enough.
We've not done it enough.
We've not done it enough.
Okay.
Because there's a woman in all of us.
Hold on, there's no woman in me.
There's a woman in all of us.
Explain.
In the beginning, God created woman.
He didn't create man.
He created woman. He created the earth. And out of it, he created man. And out of man, he made woman. So woman is simply a refinement of herself.
Oh, okay. So everything that gives birth is said to be a woman.
Whichever way it is. If you choose to look at it that way.
Okay. So he is having... Confluence is one of the shows that he's been having ever since 2012, but is the Mental Picture series. But this year's edition, what happens to be number 5, the year of grace for him on the show. He decides to celebrate women, and he dubs it Confluence. The flute belongs to the mother, right? Yes. What is the connection? Why are you associating the flute to mom?
Ivy, if everything went off in this place,
yeah.
If you play the flute, you would still have song.
Yeah.
Back in the day, in most cultures, even when they would go off to war, the flute would be the first instrument to be played.
Okay.
Now, when someone is late and we need to celebrate them, it's the flute. And so why don't we pay attention to the flute? Yet when the whole ensemble starts, you probably might not hear the flute. But when the kings gather and they need to take counsel, who do they go to? They go to mother. Probably the smallest frame. Abriwetia has never died till now. Have you thought of it?
Okay. I mean, your poetry, your art form is it stems from there's a lot of tradition in there. A lot of tradition. Why?
Yeah. Maybe if you lost your identity, how would you be placed in the world?
Okay.
And so I grew up learning the pride of being Ghanaian, the pride of being an Akan, the pride of being, part of a bigger community of different cultural groups that make up the whole of Ghana. And it's so beautiful to me. Anytime I've been anywhere in the world, I'm so proud to wear my fugu or whatever it is. So somebody knows, look, this person is from this place. Okay. I've been bold enough to meet somebody who is not from here and greet you in Chi, marching. If you don't understand, get an interpreter. IB, you know what? And it's so beautiful the way our languages make meaning, when we make music with our languages, when we communicate in our languages. The way we admire somebody's language. Unfortunately, we can't have this interview in Fanti. We would have had a very beautiful time.
You see, the reason why I stick to my Fanti, when people are speaking Chi and all that, I stick to my Fanti.
Yes.
Okay, so quickly, where is it happening at? How much do I have to pay to enter?
We are having the event at the Accra City Hotel, former No Hotel.
Okay.
Friday 17th. That's next week Friday.
Next week Friday.
It's at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Oh, you just give us, your penny to my 80 cedis per.
So it's 80. Penny 80. Oh.
Penny 80.
On your Akokras way.
Oh, Akokrano, they're not just no, why audition? Audition is a couple's ticket, that's 150. And then the VIP goes for 120. So it's 80, 120 for VIP, and 150 for a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is it coming off the Accra City Hotel on the 17th. That is next week Friday. So make sure you make time to be there. Well, tomorrow there's going to be a release of a beautiful piece of music. It's called Kiss Me, and it is coming from the man who is always responsible for you hearing me every time I come to stand on TV to talk. Our sound engineer here. Yes, he is responsible for everybody's voice coming on TV, and he is releasing, I think that's his debut, Kiss Me. I don't know why Kiss Me, but no, I've been told this is not his debut, but he's releasing a single tomorrow. So Kiss Me is the track of the title. Happy birthday. Well, greetings going out to you, Martin George and Bridget Atipo from September Bronze at Calvary Baptist Church, Shiashi. And also happy birthday to you, Nathaniel Lakleku of Stanbic Bank Head Office, from your wife, Mona Lisa Kelly Kujo of SG Bank, the children, and from Philip of First Atlantic Bank. They're saying that may God bless you and keep blessing you. Before you go, freestyle about this pretty lady standing there for me. A freestyle. Like 2 minutes or a minute. Quick one. 1 minute.
When a beautiful woman serves you food or water, half of your appetite is sated. See, it's so many. And so what do you see in the wonders of the world when you open your windows at first? See the original refinement that made the Creator change his mind. Mother, Queen, Woman, keeper of the gates of life, keeper of the divine flutes that make all music confluence. The flute still belongs to Mother. Oba, when you say him for PM Washishi and Asaase and
Please be in the middle. Please.
Oh, no, in fact, you can leave the set. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. It's getting very,
Yeah,
okay.
Is, yes.
And this is Nana Asaase who just, did that. Just like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You want to be there next week, Friday?
Yes.
For the program.
If you want to get tickets, you get to Accra City Hotel or to City FM, and you have your tickets.
And you get your tickets from there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure to have had you.
All right, and thank you to you for spending your morning with us. We absolutely love you. Hope you have a great day. Israel and I will be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. Stay tuned.